Welcome to Autism Talk. Um, I do have, or I did receive an email from a friend, and she had 9 questions, and I answered one of the questions partially. Um, the question was, what are some signs or symptoms of people with autism? And I answered it with a video on autism, no characteristics of young children with autism. So now I'm going to share the characteristics of autism in older children for you. Okay, so we'll start off with some characteristics, changing the word from signs or symptoms. Some characteristics of older children with autism. There would be something more like not seeming to understand what others are thinking. Um, they or feeling. They're not aware of others' feelings or what they're thinking. They may just respond in a way, and it's like, "Ooh, maybe that was a little harsh." Or consider other people's feelings when you say no, or how you say no, or things like that. So think about they're unable to. They're being really blunt, really honest. In what they're saying, and not taking into consideration how the other person or the receiver, the recipient of the information, feels about it or anything. And they have no, um, they're not even concerned about it at any time. It's just, I told them, no, I didn't want it. It's like, well, babe, you could have said, no, thank you. You could have said it in a nicer way, not so harsh, just things so people can communicate and understand that you can say no, but there are ways of saying no without being harsh with the other person. Also, you may notice some unusual speech, such as repeating phrases and talking at others, not talking to people, but talking at them, like giving commands or not including them in the conversations, just talking to them. Like I said, at them, just giving them responses. Also, pay attention to their speech. They may not know the words or how to communicate what they're saying, things like that. They may even speak, um, uh, like I said, unable to identify certain common items that they're around all the time and not know what they are, not know the name for it, or they may even speak as we would say, as a very young person, like a toddler, their speech is delayed. Um, Also, maybe repeating phrases constantly, continuously, just something that they've held on to could be yes, yes, I'm supposed to go. Yes, I'm supposed to go. Yes, I'm supposed to go. And then you're like, what are you doing? And they're like, yes, I'm supposed to go. Nothing. Yes, I'm supposed to go. Yes. And you may hear them just mumbling and repeating the same thing over and over again. And it might be something you've said or you've heard, or even in a song, song lyric or something, but they continue to repeat that phrase over and over again. That's something that are characteristic of autism. Also, liking a strict routine and getting very upset when you make some changes. Um, Very important for people with autism. They love routine. Do not deviate from that routine. They're accustomed to waking up, washing their face, brushing their teeth, using the restroom, go say good morning. Whatever that order is, it has to stay in that order, and you don't even realize you put them in. You've set a routine, but they love routine and they get highly upset when there's a change in that routine. Okay, like it just disturbs them. You have to introduce to them that there's going to be a change in the routine. You cannot change the routine. If you do, there's going to be um, it's going to disturb them a lot. It's going to disturb because it disrupts their way of doing things. Also, having a very keen interest in certain subjects or activities. Like they're so interested in whales and they know everything about whales. And you're like, why is it whales? But he knows all kind of information about whales. It could be anything that they're interested in. I just use whales as an excuse. I mean, as an example. Please forgive me for that. As an example. Um, and some other characteristics for people with autism, and finding it hard to make friends or even um, preferring to be on their own. They're not bothered. They don't need company. They don't care that much about having company or anything. And then it's kind of difficult for them to, make friends. They're not even trying. They don't know how. We haven't taught them how to make friends. And that's one characteristic of people with autism. They may have a difficult or challenging time with making friends. So pay attention to that, whether how many friends and if they have friends, things like that. Okay. Another characteristic of an older child with autism would be taking things very literal. Very literal. So, for example, they may not understand phrases like it's raining cats and dogs. They think it's actual cats and dogs falling out the sky, raining. They take things very, very literal. If you tell them, go sit down over there, and you just, you don't mean them to sit down, you mean them just to move out the way, they're going to go sit down over there. They might even look and say, over where? And then you're getting upset, like, don't question me, just get out the way. They take things very literal. It is very difficult for them to infer what it is that you mean. They're disconnected with that. Something else, they find it hard to say how they feel. Um, they may share, I'm angry, but really their feeling may be disappointment, um, sadness, or scared, but they may say, I'm afraid, I'm scared, I'm afraid. Or no, they may say, I'm mad, I'm angry. But really, it's more than they're just mad, what made them upset. And sometimes they're like, I don't know how I feel. You'll hear that a lot. I don't know how I feel. I don't, how did that make you feel? I don't know. And you're thinking like, yeah, did it make you happy? Did it make you sad? Did it make you scared? Did it make, you giving those, and they're like, so they find it difficult to express their feelings. And those are some of the things that are some characteristics of older children with autism. And I want you to also take this video and my other video, don't forget my other video that's doing young children characteristics of autism. And you can apply that to even adults. Okay, remember, I work with children. I interact with adults also with autism, but I kind of specialize with the children and I just carry it over. But I do interact and know um, people with autism um, as an adult and things like that. So I would carry this information over even to adulthood. I do want you to know, if you like the information that I'm sharing with you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And that's at YouTube. That's not it. At Autism Talk 01. And subscribe. And if you like my video, go ahead and like my video. Thank you.